watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku on this Friday, April 12th. Good evening. I'm Chris Palermo and here is what's happening. A crash is being reported at Highway 160 and Mesquite Avenue between a minivan and a white Ford Explorer. Nevada Highway Patrol, Nye County Sheriff's Office, along with Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue have arrived on the scene. The white Ford Explorer heading west reportedly failed to stop at a stop sign, crashing into a minivan, causing the minivan to eject into a light pole. 4 adults were taken to Desert View Hospital and 2 children were flown via Mercy Air to trauma in Vegas. The injuries and crash scene are under investigation. More news now. A 17-year-old is facing charges of open murder. Roy Rosell has the story.
A 17-year-old suspect accused of shooting 2 people, including a 14-year-old in the head, according to arrest report by Las Vegas Metro, has been arrested. The shooting was reported at 4:16 p.m. on Sunday, April 1st, near Harmon Avenue and Maryland Parkway, just east of the UNLV campus. Officers found a 14-year-old suffering from a gunshot wound to the head outside of an apartment, along with another person with a gunshot wound to the arm. Both victims were taken to Sunrise Hospital, where a doctor said that the 14-year-old's head injury was not survivable, according to the report. According to witness statements, the victim and his 2 cousins wanted to steal cannabis pens from a dealer. They met the dealer outside of their apartment and ran off with the pens without paying. One person ran and he heard gunshots, according to police. Investigators learned the suspect, described as a white male juvenile, driving a blue Ford Mustang with a distinct black grille and spoiler. They got a possible license plates and address, where officers found a Mustang matching the suspect's vehicle. They also found 17-year-old Lucas Murphy that lived at that address and matched the general suspect description. One witness was shown Lucas Murphy's photo and identified him as the person who stole the pens, according to the report. Officers took Murphy into custody and searched the Mustang, finding a 9mm live cartridge in the center console in a cup holder. Inside the trunk were multiple vape pens, cannabis, fake cash, and other drug paraphernalia. A search to Murphy's room also uncovered 1 9mm casing and an empty magazine. Police did write that they did not find a firearm, and Murphy declined to talk to detectives. Las Vegas Justice Court records indicate a criminal complaint was filed charging Murphy with 1 count of open murder and 2 counts of attempted murder. He's being held at $500,000 bail, with a preliminary hearing scheduled for July 24th.
And a man is dead after a physical altercation turns into a stabbing near Las Vegas Boulevard. Samantha Roberts reports.
The Las Vegas Metro Police are currently looking for 2 suspects who were involved in a fatal stabbing which occurred behind a business on the 2300 block of South Las Vegas Boulevard. According to Metro, the fight broke out around 2 a.m. between 3 men, which turned into one man being stabbed. The man was transported to UMC, where he later succumbed to his injuries. The killers fled the crime scene before police could arrive. The victim has yet to be identified. Police are asking for anyone who has any information about the killing to contact the Las Vegas Metro Police Department Homicide Sector at 702-828-3521. You can also contact Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555.
Nye County Sheriff's Office have been looking for a man by the name of Josh Simmons for assaulting an elderly person. NCSO eventually received a tip out of Las Vegas on Thursday that their wanted man was attempting to purchase a car at a dealership. News 25 catches up with Sheriff Joe McGill to give us all the details.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Joe McGill. I'm here to give you an update on an incident that took place yesterday evening in Las Vegas and involved the NCSO and Metro Police. The incident actually began on March 30th and was reported to NCSO on March 31st in reference to an elderly male who had been assaulted. Deputy responded on March 31st and made contact with the male and found that the injuries took place on March 30th. Information was gathered and a report was taken, and at that time a suspect was identified as Josh Simmons. We posted on our Facebook page and our social media app that we were attempting to locate Mr. Simmons, and until yesterday, no information had been received. Yesterday evening at about 7 p.m., we received information that Mr. Simmons was at a car dealership in Las Vegas and that he was attempting to buy a vehicle. The salesperson, for whatever reason, recognized Mr. Simmons and notified Metro Police that he was there at the time. We received this information and made contact with Metro, and at that time we were not sure if Metro was going to be responding or how long it would take. Some of our deputies and supervisors responded as soon as possible to Las Vegas, and we made contact by phone with Metro supervisors, and we did find that Metro officers and supervisors were currently at the location, and they believed that they had Mr. Simmons inside the dealership. They approached Mr. Simmons, positively identified him, and took him into custody and held him until our people arrived in Las Vegas at the dealership. When our deputies arrived, he was again positively identified, and based on the fact that he had a nationwide extraditable warrant out of Utah, he was placed under arrest. The reason we were not charging the original crime of the injury to the elderly male was because we were waiting for additional information to submit with those charges. Based on the fact that Mr. Simmons had the extraditable warrant out of Utah, Metro officers turned over custody of him to the Nye County Sheriff's Office, and we transported him back here to Pahrump, where he was booked on that extraditable warrant. Further charges are going to be filed in the near future. Thank you.
And coming up on News 25, some important information about burn permits.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. This segment of the news is brought to you by Tower Pizza, voted best pizza in Pahrump 2023. Give them a call at 775-537-2211, 775-537-2211, or visit the website www.towerpizzanv.com.
Welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo in for David and Maria, who have the night off. Jennifer Fanning from Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue is here with some important information about burn permits.
Hi, I'm Jennifer with the Pahrump Valley Fire Rescue Service. I'm on here today to talk to you about burn season. We are getting ready to come to a close for this current burn season. The last day to be able to burn will be May 15th. And the season will resume November 1st, and that's going to be every year from now on. November 1st to May 15th will be burn season from now on. There's no burning allowed if the winds are over 5 miles per hour. Burn hours are 8 to 4 Monday through Friday, 8 to noon on the weekends, and we also don't allow any burning on holidays. We do ask that you check the weather prior to burning just to make sure that the wind is going to be under 5 miles per hour, and no burning on any kind of wind advisory days at all. We also do have new station signs. So on the station signs, we display public safety information as well as anything with blood drives, things going on within the department, any kind of accident or road closures, things like that. And there's also our website on there if you have need any further information, www.pahrumpnv.gov. If you go to the fire department page, there's quite an area on there for Q&A of questions as far as burn permits, applying with the department, volunteer services, and there's photos of the stations and things like that.
And as KPVM expands its digital platform across southern Nevada, our Las Vegas roving correspondent Maria Centers now joins us from Nellis Air Force Base with the latest in military news.
Located just 8 miles northeast of Las Vegas, Nellis Air Force Base is a major focal point for advanced combat aviation training. Let's hear from General Ken Wilsbach and Chief Master Sergeant David Wolf about ACC's mission and how it's actually achieved.
It's always good to be back. It's especially good to be back in the role of COMAC.
Here at Nellis, I've been super impressed by the level of professionalism and mission focus of all of the folks we've come in contact with, especially our young enlisted folks who are out here trying to solve really hard problems. Their innovation and their dedication to their craft sets them apart from a lot of folks.
The team here at Nellis is gone all in on meeting the challenges that face the United States Air Force, and that is China.
The workforce is comprised of approximately 14,914 military, civilians, and contractors, making it one of the largest single employers here in southern Nevada.
What they are advertising as their goals with respect to Taiwan are clear. In the context of that, we have Russia and Ukraine. We have the situation with Hamas and Israel, and we have the situation with the Houthis in the Middle East. So there is so much happening in the world right now. Those challenger nations don't have to just deal with the United States. They also will have to deal with our allies and partners. That's a strength.
In addition, Nellis Air Force Base supports operations at nearby Tonopah Test Range, Creech Air Force Base, and the Nevada National Security Site.
They say where Nellis goes, so goes the Air Force, and I believe that.
Integrating our capabilities with other countries and specifically trying to become not just interoperable but interchangeable when we start to talk about things from a perspective of great power competition is really important, and our allies and partners are critical to that.
Reporting right here from Nellis Air Force Base, I'm Maria Centers with Southern Nevada News Network.
We want to let you know Nellis Air Force Base is a part of the United States Air Force's Air Combat Command. More from Maria now. She's covered some stories on Vegas Stronger in Las Vegas. Now, Vegas Stronger has a rural initiative program right here in Pahrump on Postal Road to provide evidence-based substance use disorder treatment and serious mental illness treatment to people in need in our rural communities. News 25 catches up with Kim Robinson to tell us more.
So Vegas Stronger has been in existence down in Las Vegas for 7 years. Vegas Stronger helps the underprivileged population and the homeless population down there. And Vegas Stronger wants to bring those services that we provide down in Las Vegas to Pahrump, namely intensive outpatient treatment, partial hospitalization treatment, and outpatient treatment. We also want to be able to provide medication and mental health services as well as medical services to the population out here. The other services that we provide are case management and housing referral. At Nevada Stronger, we want to partner with the community to be able to provide all the services that a client may need, including intensive outpatient, case management, outpatient services, medical and mental health referrals, and we want to become a vital part of the community. Nevada Stronger knows that the root cause of homelessness has always been a substance abuse use disorder and mental health illness, and our treatment at Nevada Stronger is evidence-based behavioral care that treats substance use disorders and mental health illness. We accept all major forms of insurance and Medicaid. You can reach us at 702-202 888-882-6647. We're on all the social media networks, Facebook, Vegas Stronger, and the website is vegasstronger.com. You can find vegasstronger.org on the internet and Vegas Stronger at Facebook.
Well, sports coming up. Vegas Golden Knights lost their last 4 home games left. Mikey tells you all about it. What's next?
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. Vegas Golden Knights back in action tonight. Here's Mikey with your look at sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at www.kpvm.tv and now on Roku. Vegas Golden Knights, they're in action tonight against the Minnesota Wild. They will clinch a playoff berth if they defeat the Minnesota Wild in regulation and the St. Louis Blues lose to the Carolina Hurricanes in any fashion. LA Kings punched their ticket to the playoffs last night. Looks like Noah Heflin is staying with the Golden Knights for a couple more years. On Thursday, the team announced that the defenseman had been signed to an 8-year contract extension. And Vegas Golden Knights captain Mark Stone is cleared to practice with the team. The Vegas Golden Knights said Friday that Stone could be on the ice again as he recovers from a lacerated spleen he suffered in February. Las Vegas Aviators lost another one, that's 3 in a row, to the Salt Lake Bees, 7-3 rematch tonight. First pitch, 7:05. Almost all of the Las Vegas Aces 2024 season will be available to a national audience. The WNBA announced its national broadcast schedule for the year, including 35 games featuring the back-to-back champions. Pahrump Valley Trojans varsity softball is at home today taking on Slam Academy. That game is in progress. And varsity baseball is facing Mojave High School. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thank you very much, Mikey. And Philip Bovey from the Pahrump Community Theater is speaking with News 25 about how you can get involved with their upcoming theater production.
Hello, Pahrump. I'm Philip Bovey, and I'm here today representing the Pahrump Theater Company. I want to announce that we are having auditions starting today and for the rest of this week for a really exciting production that we have planned for the solstice for June 21st. We're going to be doing Shakespeare in the Park. It's the comedy Midsummer Night's Dream. And we would love to have anyone that has acting experience, technical experience, dancing experience, or is just interested in being part of something we hope will be a fabulous experience for the people of Pahrump. So contact needs to be made with the director, Oliver Jones, and that information should be appearing on the screen. So let us know you're interested, and we'll have fun. It's going to be great. It may even turn into a yearly solstice festival. So thank you, and give us a call.
And over on the radio side, hey, I have one of those. Here's Mikey to tell us what's cooking this Sunday morning on the Classic Country Breakfast.
Howdy. On the menu this week on Classic Country Breakfast, born on April 9th, 1932, the king of rockabilly, Carl Perkins. We'll pay tribute to him. Born on April 12th, Vince Gill. We'll celebrate him. Born on April 14th, Loretta Lynn. We'll pay tribute to her. Local singer-songwriter John Michael Ferrari stopped by the studio today to talk about his recent tour and awards. And we'll replay my interview with John McEwen from the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, who dropped his new album today. called The Newsman. Classic Country Breakfast this Sunday morning at 8 on Ace Country Radio and streaming at www.kpvm.tv, channel 25.8.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Oh, it's the Lerner and Rowe Weather Cam right outside the KPVM studios. Beautiful shot, but it's a little windy. In fact, a wind advisory from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday. Complete forecast in just a bit.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Good evening, Nevada. I'm Roy Rosell here from the Channel 25 Weather Studios and streaming everywhere at KPVM.tv and now Roku. Taking a look at Nevada right now, up in northern Nevada, Fernley is at 73 degrees, Fallon is at 76, Carson City at 69, Tonopah at 67, Goldfield is at 69 degrees as well, Beatty at 79 degrees, Amargosa at 85, Las Vegas at 84, and Death Valley is at 96 degrees. Here in the Paradise of Pahrump, it is currently 81 degrees. The high just a little while ago was 83 degrees. It's partly cloudy today and the humidity was pretty low at 13%, and the sun rose this morning at 6:13 and set at 7:15 p.m. The humidity does raise up to 32%. The low tonight is going to be 54 degrees with clear skies. Let's look at the rest of the week. There's going to be a little bit of wind tomorrow on Saturday, and the weather does go down to 76 degrees. No more 80s this weekend, because on Sunday there is a small chance of rain at 24%, and the weather is going to be 62 degrees. But next week you can see the weather starting to go back up into the 70s and 80s. Next Thursday there's going to be 87 degrees with partly cloudy, but mostly for the next week you are going to see sunny skies. I hope you are going to enjoy the hot weather that is coming to us. Back to the desk, here's Chris.
Thank you very much, Ms. Roselle. That'll just about do it for us on this Friday. I'm Chris Palermo in for David and Maria. Make it a great night.